Hello, everybody. This is Larry Lane in Hollywood, California. This is our Wednesday night Brain Abundance cutoff call. This is an incredible night. Wednesday is the biggest night here at Brain Abundance. You're going to hear some great information. We're also going to have our CEO, Eric Caparisi, is going to be coming up at the end of the call, so you definitely want to stick around for that to hear what he has to say. And for the next 15 to 20 minutes, if you will, just turn off all distractions. We really want you to hear the information that we've got for you tonight. I've got some great speakers lined up. I'm going to go ahead and kick the call off because everybody was on time. We're going to get started on time here. The first gentleman I'm going to bring up is one of our top leaders, hands down, at Brain Abundance. He's really stepped up as a leader, not only for his team, which is duplicating, but Noel Floyd is a leader that is there to help every single team. He does one of the best webinars that I've seen in 24 years every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, and he does that completely neutral so everybody can invite their guests, and that to me is a true leader. So I just want to bring up first Mr. Noel Floyd. Noel, I just want to make sure you made it on the line with us.
Absolutely, Larry. Can you hear me?
You sound great, Noel. Take it away. Thank you.
Incredible. I tell you what, I really appreciate the introduction there, and I don't know if I could hold up to quite the things you said there, but I do my best to do so. And guys, just as Larry had talked about, we try to keep everything neutral here. And one thing that I have learned over the past few years of network marketing is if you're going to step up and be a leader, don't just lead for your team, but lead for everybody. And sometimes that means leading for people outside of your team and eventually maybe even for people outside of your company, because people are going to come to you for advice on things, on how you're building your business and how you're duplicating your business. But tonight, we're here to talk business, and we're here to talk about Wednesday night and why it's so important to Brain Abundance, why it's so important to our team here, and why it's so important for you if you're a guest on this call tonight listening in. And you're here for a reason. You're here either because someone invited you here, maybe you got a last-minute text message or an email from a friend, or maybe someone that you met online, or maybe at a hotel presentation or something, and you started getting these emails from corporate saying, tonight's the night, tonight's the cutoff night, or possibly, like I said, you got a last-minute text message from somebody saying, can you be on this call? And the deal with Wednesday night in Brain Abundance, the reason it is so large is because all week long, from last Thursday morning all the way up until midnight tonight, we have people pre-enrolling in our system for free. That's right. You can pre-enroll in our system for free. You can basically lock a position in temporarily for free for 7 days and kind of take a test drive on what the opportunity can do for you. And one thing that's very powerful about that is you can start seeing one of your legs start building underneath you. People start flowing down underneath you and falling under you, and those are other pre-enrollees that other distributors in Brain Abundance are putting in. So they're falling under your power line. Very exciting to be able to see that happen. Some of you, you might have 1 or 2 people under you tonight. Some of you might have 50, 60. Some of you might have over 100. I had a guy message me earlier today, and it says, I have 173 pre-enrollees under me. What do I need to do? And I said, well, here's what happens tonight. And that's what I'm about to explain. What happens on Wednesday night is if you do not upgrade, if you choose not to upgrade, not to become part of our team tonight, that's okay. That's all well and good. However, you lose that position that you locked in for 7 days. You lose that position, meaning anybody below you that has upgraded or is going to upgrade before midnight tonight is going to hop above you, and instead of you having them in your downline, you're going to be in their downline when you decide to take that step and go ahead and jump out on it. There's a big thing, hesitation. Guys, hesitation can kill you. It can kill your finances. It can kill your lifestyle. It can kill what you're doing. So tonight we want to kind of squash that whole fear of hesitation, and we want you to go ahead and partner with us and let you feel confident that you are making the right decision here at Brain Abundance. A lot of times people have influences outside of network marketing trying to make decisions for them. People have, their broke uncle that they're listening to saying, oh, those things never work. And, I was never one of those people that said those things never work, because I don't want to say I was a prodigy, but I was kind of a junkie, a child growing up in the network marketing industry. I've seen it take our family from poverty to doing something really well for our family. So I knew it worked. And that way, when I got in a similar position, I had a financial hardship a few years ago, and, I knew that network marketing was a good source for me to start in to make an additional income from home. And what happened was 2.5 years after getting into the industry, after I actually started working my business, 2.5 years after getting into the industry, I was able to walk off my job and tell my boss goodbye. I don't need you anymore. It was probably one of the most exciting yet nerve-wracking times in my life because you still have that sense of security. You still have that job that you could go to every day. My whole reason of joining network marketing wasn't to quit my job. It wasn't. But one thing leads to another. Okay? And I want to read you a little excerpt out of a book called Think and Grow Rich. And it's talking about people who generally are influenced by people who are highly opinionated with something. This is the majority of people who fail to accumulate money sufficient for their needs are generally easily influenced by the opinions of others. Talking about maybe your broke uncle. And it says, they permit the newspapers and the gossiping neighbors to do that thinking for them. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has a flock of opinions ready to be wished upon anyone who will accept them. If you're influenced by opinions, you will very rarely reach decisions that you can make on your own and succeed. You see, tonight is decision-making time, and you need to be able to make this decision on your own. You need to be able to say, you know what, I am ready for that change. Whether you've been in the industry for a while and you're a veteran, or whether you are similar to where I was at and I'm just struggling financially is where I was at, and I decided, you know what, it's time for a change. I've got to stop listening to all the naysayers around me and telling me those things will not work. I tell you what, when I started looking at Brain Abundance, one thing I started looking at was the product. And when you've got a product like Brain Fuel Plus, and the things that it's doing for the multitude of people all around the world, in over 160 countries to be exact, okay, that's one thing that attracted me. I noticed the simplicity of this business. I said, you know what, this is one product here, one product that can do so much. I don't have to decide what products I'm going to try to sell, what products I'm going to focus on, because we have one product to focus on. That's it. Now, we do have a children's formula coming out very soon, and Eric might give you an update on that. I don't know. I can't speak for him, but I know I've seen it in Eric's hand here recently. I know he told me today on the phone that it tasted amazing. So I know we're going to have two products, but they're the same thing. One's a children's formula, one's an adult formula. And so we don't have to decide, you know, what product out of 126 products am I going to focus on, because we don't have that here. There's no confusion of that. We have this one very simple product that is doing so much for so many people, and it's really the star of the show. Brain Fuel Plus is doing so much for so many people around the world, and I continue to hear the success stories of what it's doing, not only for our IBOs, but our customers all across the world. Number two, our leadership team is second to none. Eric has built businesses with millions of dollars in volume, guys. He knows what he's doing when it comes to building a network marketing business. Dr. Baruzzi, I got to meet Dr. Baruzzi. He's the formulator of our product. I got to meet him in Beverly Hills. I got to meet him and sit down with him, and I learned one crucial point that he set out. And he said he sold his whole practice so he could focus on the success of Brain Abundance. Now, when I heard that, it just let me know that he is committed. He is committed to Brain Abundance and committed to Brain Fuel Plus and the success of what we have right here. So, guys, if you've locked in a position temporarily, and you're looking at joining Brain Abundance, you're looking at partnering with someone on our team, guys, tonight is the night that you just need to basically pull out your credit card and say, you know what, it's a $59 decision, $20 upgrade fee on that. So, you're talking about $79 altogether, less than $100 to get started in business with us. And I know for a fact that's why we are in over 160 countries. It's because we are affordable to the masses. I see companies that are over 12 years old, some 20 years old, claiming to have a global opportunity, and they're shipping to 5 or 6 different countries. Now, yet that's global, but on a small point. I like to look at us as global on a very large scale, 160-plus countries, just over a year old. I can't imagine where we're going to be at the end of 2015. I can't imagine where we're going to be at the end of 2016. It's only the beginning, and there's nowhere to go right now but up. I tell you what, guys, if you are looking to partner tonight, go ahead and make that decision. Just get back with the person who sent you on this call right after it's over and say, you know what do I need to do? How do I need to go ahead and do this? I don't want to lose those people under me like he was talking about. I don't want to be in their downline. I want them to be in my downline. And that's all you've got to do is go ahead and lock in that position, order one bottle of product. That's it. It's a one-bottle business, and go ahead and get started with our team tonight. We've got some great speakers on here tonight. I think Eric's up next, but I'm going to hand the call back over to Larry and let him take it over. Back to you, Larry.
Hey, Noel, incredible job, and we really appreciate everything you're doing here at Brain Abundance for the company, not only helping your team and helping everybody. So great job. And I want to bring up right now our CEO, Mr. Eric Caparisi. You know, I've been in this industry for 25 years. My dad was a network marketer for 45 years. It's all I've ever known. But I know through a lot of companies and a lot of comp plans, I found not only the dream company with Brain Abundance, the dream product with BrainFuel Plus, but I have found the best CEO that I have ever had a privilege of working with is Mr. Eric Caparisi. He is a friend of mine, but he's also one of the best CEOs, and he helps everybody. That's one thing that's different about Brain Abundance and different about Eric. He's there, and he's here to help us in the field and listen to us, and I've never had that with any other company I've ever worked with. So I want to bring up right now Mr. Eric Caparisi, our Brain Abundance CEO. Eric, are you on the line with us?
You bet, Larry. Thanks for having me on, and thanks, Noel, for setting the stage and really putting such a great positive message out there. First I want to start off by saying congratulations. We had thousands upon thousands of active IBOs receive their payday today, and it's exciting to know that we are in over 160 countries, and to see people not just here in the United States receive checks that heck, our economy is not great here, but to see people in third world countries and Southeast Asia and South and Central America, over in Europe, places that are hit super hard, super hard, and they're relying exclusively on their income from Brain Abundance. And to have a compensation plan that absolutely I would have died for when I was in the field as an active IBO. Independent business owners is your title, but this is your business. And when you put your business together, you want to maximize your income. You want to work you have the same 24 hours a day as everyone else, and if you can make double the income with that same 24 hours as you can doing something else, where are you going to go? I'm here tonight to tell everyone that there are right now companies that I know of personally. I know the owners. One of them is doing $32 million a month in sales. Very successful company, much larger than our small company, but we've only been around for a year, and they've been around for many, many years. But I'm here to tell you they have recently changed their compensation plan to be identical. They're duplicating our compensation plan, so kudos to us. We've obviously done something fantastic with our accelerated binary that not only pays out up to 85% on the front end, but a full 70 up to 75% on the back end, your long-term residual income. So those of you that are on this call tonight that want to make money fast, you can do it tonight. Get those people that are pre-enrolled that took that free tour that Noel talked about earlier. Get them in the system tonight. Get their 1 bottle, their 3 bottle, or their 6 bottle orders in, and you're going to make 1, 2, or 3 different commissions up front immediately starting next week. That's the fast start. Let me tell you something right now. That company that's doing $32 million a month, that's duplicating our compensation plan, which, again, is just a compliment in my eyes because they see something powerful, what we're doing. The reason they're doing what they're doing is because they're seeing the success that we have. They're seeing our growth. But there's the big kicker. This is what's going to set you back a little bit and make you realize that you do have the goose that's laying the golden eggs, and it's very simple. That company that I'm speaking of, and I'm not picking on them tonight, but I know the owner very well. I know the facility that they own. It's a huge building with a tremendous amount of employees, a tremendous amount of overhead. So here's a company duplicating or trying to duplicate our compensation plan, but they're having to pay out half, actually less than half of what we're paying out on our compensation plan. So it's up to you. Do you want to go with a company where you make half the money or where you can make double the money like you can at Brain Abundance? It's very simple. It's very easy. We've got a product, like Noel mentioned, that absolutely, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing your team a disservice if you miss these calls. If you're sitting on Facebook, if you're just working your business on Facebook, you are missing the big picture. I never built my businesses, which I have built 2 substantial businesses, into multi-millions of dollars, and I did that without Facebook. Facebook can be a distraction, not putting it down, but it's a small percentage of your business. Get people on these calls. Noel talked about the product. That's the spot. There's where the spotlight is. Brain Fuel Plus is a 1 in a million, first-to-market product that people are getting results. And they're not getting small results. They're getting huge results. They're not losing a few pounds because we're a weight loss product. They're not losing some wrinkles or bags of their eyes because of a wrinkle or whatever motion potion lotion that's out there. We have a product that absolutely is a game changer. We have a product that can take the place and help people that are on medications that they have been on for years. We're not telling anyone to get off your medication. That's for goodness sake. We definitely want you to stay on what your doctor says. But do not be afraid to take Brain Fuel Plus to your doctor. Heck, I went to my doctor for LASIK eye surgery. He said, "What's your shirt say?" I said, "It's Brain Abundance. I own it." He says, "Well, my son's a Harvard graduate. He owns it. He's a psychiatrist in New York, and he would love to hear about your product." So here's my eye surgeon here in Miami, Florida, and he's telling me about his son, a Harvard graduate, who would be more than open to listen to our natural approach to helping people. So know this, the product is the star, but this compensation plan, if you want to get out of the rut you're in, or if you just want to accelerate your income, don't sit on Facebook all day and expect to just make an income. Don't just don't just get people, doing one thing, just get on meetings, or don't just have them do three-way calls, or don't just be doing, getting people on conference calls. Do it all. Do it all. If I had one way to tell you that I've been successful in 26 years in this business, and over 14 of those years as a top income earner, and I've made multiple 7 figures in both of those companies, I did it because I did all of those things. And now we have Facebook, that's 10% of building your business. Utilize that only 10%. The other 90%, get people on these calls. That's another 10%. Get people, three-way them on. You should be on the calls tonight until whatever it takes, until you have reached your goal. If you need to make $150, $200 this week, and you want to see that, you get to see that pay run next week and put that money in your pocket and have a great next week, you've got to bring your people in tonight. Tonight is the cutoff. Do not miss out. There's too many people that don't understand the importance of this compensation plan. And for us paying out as much as we do because of the lack of overhead, which is a great thing, for us to give that money back to you into the field, take advantage of that. Do not let go of that. Run with this. If I had this opportunity back when Randy Steen, who's on this call, Richard Evanson, who's on this call, Larry Lane, people that have been in this industry for years and years, if we had this type of compensation plan back then that we have now with Brain Abundance, we would have made double, maybe even triple the money for the exact same effort and sales volume and number of people that you could be putting in today in this company. So feel confident that not only does the product work, yeah, we do have great things coming, you better believe it, but today, seize today. We already have in place the best compensation plan, the best website, the best lead capture pages that you can go out there for free and get people pre-enrolled into the system and let the system do 90% of the heavy lifting for you. What does that mean? It means that we have over 300 automated emails that will go out over the year to everyone that's pre-enrolled in your business automatically. You don't even know it's happening. While you're sleeping, emails are going out letting them know that their organization is building below them and to hurry and get their 1, 3, or 6 bottle order in by tonight at midnight Pacific time. This is our cutoff. This is the big day. Definitely take advantage of it. Those of you that hang up this phone, go back and turn on the TV, and you're only making $20, $30 or $40 or whatever a week or a month and can't understand why, it's because you got off this call and hung up the phone and watched TV. Those of you that take this call seriously tonight and take what I'm telling you seriously, you're gonna barely hang the phone up because you're gonna start calling and hitting everyone you know and telling them about the greatest business opportunity that I in my 26 years have ever seen, and we put this together for you so that the average person, not calling you average, but we're all on a level playing field here. Every IVO is on an average or level playing field, and gives you an opportunity to make an above average income, a life-changing income. It's up to you, though. I'm here tonight because I'm fired up because we were able to pay thousands upon thousands of people their commissions today when I've witnessed 7 separate companies go either freeze commissions or go bankrupt over the past month and a half. One of them sadly sent their notice out on Christmas Day. 2 of them sadly have just gone out of business in the last 48 hours. These are companies that are well-known, respected, that you think have tons of money. Let me tell you, our compensation plan is ingenious because we pay out a whopping up to 75%. But what does that do? What's the other 25%? It protects the company. It protects the livelihood of your business that you're growing because we're here to stay. And I think Noel said something about can't wait to see where we'll be in 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road. Absolutely. But only those of you that are serious about building this business for the long haul will take a hold of the reins and hold on tight. But you got to spur that horse. You got to kick that horse, and you got to get it into gear. And if you want to be one of the front runners, like I know we've got Jacqueline and Michael on, and they are number 1 on the leaderboard, and there's a reason for that. They have come on and they are building with passion. And she is running testimonials calls. She's doing videos where she's out there and she's telling people, she's telling the world about what this product's done for her in the first 30 days and how, we'll let you get on the Monday calls and listen to her testimonial and others just like hers. But know this, you've got to be willing to put the work in. This is network marketing. This is not, I forget what the other saying is, but it's definitely, it's definitely work. But I'm here to tell you this: if you could put in a good, solid, let's just say this: if I had to work 8 hours doing this, or 8 hours working for a boss at a job, which I always say stands for just over broke, which is exactly what a job is. You're always just over broke, it seems. If I could put that same 8 hours doing today, and what you could be doing today, which is working in your slippers and your shorts and your T-shirt, working whatever hours when you want to work, maybe doing what I did when I was a distributor, and that was being able to go and have graham crackers and milk with my kids at when they had their little, parents' day. And sadly, I'd look around that room, and it would break my heart because there might have been 1 or 2 other dads, and unfortunately, they were typically there because they didn't have a job at the time. I was able to be there because of network marketing. So Noel nailed it. Larry's watched his dad for 40-plus years. I think his name is Big Jim. I hope that got his first name right there, Larry. But he's recognized as an absolute icon in the industry. So these 2 gentlemen have witnessed their dads. I was lucky enough not to follow my dad's direction, which was work for the government. And I said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give this network marketing a try. And I'm going to tell you, I have hit every speed bump imaginable. And that's why we have set this company in a way that it's going to make it easier for you to not only earn a substantial income, but change your life, change your family's life with a product that will not only change your life, but change your family's life. So with that, I'm so glad to be on. I told Larry I was going to run long today because I'm fueled up, I'm fired up. I love paying people. I love Wednesdays. It's a great day. But know this, take this. I hope you can take some of my energy tonight and use that to pick up that heavy phone, and I know it gets heavy sometimes, and 3-way, let your people know tonight's the night. Text them if that's what you need to do. Email those people. If you need to go on Facebook, again, that's a small percentage. That's not 100% of building this business. But if you got to get on there to let some people know that you just heard a great call and listen to the recording, do so. If you got to use Facebook, do it. If you got to use Twitter, do it. But definitely, we are growing. We are over a year solid, strong, debt-free, and we are growing around the world. And with that, Larry, super excited about where we're going. This next week's going to be even bigger. But, again, let's finish this night off super strong. Do not give up. Push hard, and we'll see you all at the top. With that, Larry, I'm passing back to you.
Hey, Eric, thank you so much. Incredible job, and I can hear your passion, and thank you for bringing that to the call. And, I just kind of want to echo what Eric said. We have been in this industry a while. I know that I've looked for this company. Even my dad, my dad had a stroke a couple of years ago, and he was networking right up until he had the stroke. And I just know that he would have loved this company, not only Brain Fuel Plus, the product, but he would have loved this compensation plan. And, I know that I've now been full-time with Brain Abundance for 15 months, and my team is happier than we've ever been because we not only have a solid company, we've got a solid product, and we've got an incredible compensation plan. So my team is in. We're building. We don't have to worry about, going out and pitching a new company. I get pitched on a new company, probably 5 or 6 new opportunities a day. And I love the fact that I do not even have to look twice at them because I know what I've got at Brain Abundance. I know that I've got the best out there, and, I do get to listen to the Monday night calls. I get to actually talk to all of these amazing people and give their testimonials. They share them with me, and then I have them on the call. So, that makes me stronger in my Brain Abundance business. I know I heard Linda come in tonight. Linda is going through a very stressful thing right now in her life, and I know that Brain Fuel Plus has helped her get through it, but Linda also signed up 3 new people this week. So, I know I heard Jelena come on the call. Jelena signed up in this company when she was 18 years old and in high school. And, Jelena now has brought in a gentleman named Andre, and Jelena is 19 years old now. I just got to meet her a couple of months ago in Miami with Eric, and Jelena probably has 5,000 or 6,000 people in her team from Russia right now, and all over Germany. But, that just shows me the power. I heard Steve Crocker come on the call tonight. Steve has signed up 4 people, 4 new IBOs just this week. Jacqueline's on the call. Jacqueline signed up 8 people in the last 2 weeks. Look at the trend here. All the people that are building, all the people that are duplicating, all the people that are sharing Brain Abundance are on these calls. And every time I come on the call, whether I've heard a speaker, whether I've heard Randy talk 5 or 10 times, Randy always says something different, and I'll pick up something new. And every time I'm listening to the calls or bringing my guests to the calls, that's making me stronger. That's making my Brain Abundance business stronger because I'm getting more information. That, to me, if you're looking at a job, if you go in to become a bank teller, you're going to be trained. You're going to have to do all the research. You're going to have to put in the hours of the training. Well, these calls, that's your Brain Abundance training. When you hear those Monday night testimonials and you hear amazing people not only sharing their heart, sharing their truth, sharing their testimonial, but you start to realize my product made a difference in that person's life. And how many other millions of people are having the same, issue that person was having? How many people can we be helping? The testimonial calls, the Monday night call that Dr. Baruzzi was just on, and all of those amazing speakers, that was a life-changing call. You hear from 4 different people, but those 4 different people's testimonials can affect hundreds of millions of people around the world. And Noel Floyd said it. We're in 170 countries and growing. This is a global opportunity. Our product, we're going to have someone on the Monday night call, and I know he's on the call tonight. I heard him. I'm not going to share his testimonial because I really want him to share with you guys exactly what he shared with me. Our product has helped him with 2 different issues in his life, but they have completely changed his life. And he's been on Brain Fuel Plus now for 3 weeks, and you're going to hear his testimonial Monday night. And that, to me, is what this is all about. You could have the best compensation plan on the planet, but if your product is not getting results like Brain Fuel Plus is, you're not going to get to 170 countries. So not only do we have the best CEO, which you just heard from Eric Caparisi, I think he's just the best that I know. He's the best that I've ever worked with, and he comes on these calls and, just gives you gold nuggets like how he built his businesses, how he was successful. You can't buy that with money. He just basically handed people tips on how to go out and build their business. He mentioned Facebook. We do have a lot of people that are building great teams on Facebook, but you also have to remember people are doing hotel meetings. We've got people in Vietnam that are doing huge hotel meetings. We've got people doing home parties. I know Noel had a meeting the other night at his home. One thing about this, I think the old school network marketing mixes perfectly with Brain Fuel Plus, with the new social media, with the Twitter, with the Facebook, with the Instagram. So all you've got to do is get the word out about Brain Abundance, especially get the word out about Brain Fuel Plus. We've got tools like bawelcome.info. I give that out every single day because it has Dr. Baruzzi at the front end explaining exactly what Brain Fuel Plus is, and then you've got 3 amazing testimonials, and then you also have a great wrap-up to just sum it all up. And that's about a 15-minute video that anybody can watch, and they literally can watch the doctor talk about the product. They hear 3 amazing testimonials, and if somebody truly watches that video, there's no way in the world at the end of it that they wouldn't say, I want to try BrainFuel Plus. So for me, it's always been about, my dad taught me, you don't have to get on the calls. You don't have to, you don't have to be the one that's speaking in front of 10,000 people. But if you can get people to the information, if you can give them the video on the compensation plan, get people the information, let them see exactly what they're looking for, and they're going to get back to you and say, hey, I saw this video. My mom had a stroke 3 years ago. I really want to try her on the product. Give me a link so I can order BrainFuel Plus. And that's exactly what Steve and Jacqueline and Linda and all of these amazing leaders are doing. Jordan was on the call Monday night, Jordan Lorraine. She has a 2-year-old, so she's full-time with her 2-year-old, but she also put 70 new IBOs into her business last month. And she's a stay-at-home mom. So we've got something here for everybody. It's like Eric said, we know we've got the gummy bears coming. We know we've got starter kits coming. 2015 is going to be an incredible year, but don't miss the chance to seize the day. Wednesday night here at Brain Abundance, everybody that gets those new people upgraded, those commissions will be in your back office next week. So, you've got to also look at that. You've got great fast start commissions, but just know and be proud and know that you've got one of the best products on the market. BrainFuel Plus has literally changed every member of my family. And I say that, but it is absolutely the truth. And I know that my mom is on the call. I love my mom to death. I know she's got so much stress right now, and this product has changed not only her life, it's helped my dad who had a massive stroke. It's helped my grandmother who's got early stages of dementia. It's limited her panic attacks and things like that. We're not saying our product cures anything, but if your product can make a difference in somebody's life, that to me is what it's all about. And I truly believe we have a product that can and will reach millions of people. You're a part of that right now. You've got a couple of more hours before the Wednesday night cutoff. Definitely go into your contact manager and start reaching out to those people, because if they get that order in before midnight, anybody that's upgraded underneath them will remain in their team, and that's what we have here at Brain Abundance. So I really want to thank Noel Floyd and Eric Caprice for being on the call with me. I really want to encourage everybody next Monday night, make sure you got people on the 9 o'clock Eastern testimonial call. Get back with the person that got you on this call. Order 1 bottle of BrainFuel Plus and not only change your health, but you can absolutely change your wealth with our compensation plan here at Brain Abundance. So everybody have a great night. Thank you so much. Good night.